sidewalk, and even though I ride a lot in the city, I do not like to ride on the street on Bladensburg. So I think it would be nice to have some safe access for people who don't necessarily have access to a vehicle, and it's silly to ride the bus for its inefficient for something that is so close.
Thank you. Mr. Healy?
I'm John Healy. I've been living on Lang Place for about 12 years now, and over the time I've definitely noticed more people visiting the Arboretum. It's wonderful, more programming, I appreciate that. I do want to put a plug in, if people aren't aware of the Friends of the National Arboretum, I think it's really important to become a member and to be engaged with the program. It's not just about coming and using the resources, but membership fees are really small, and it's a good way to understand what is going on in this space. I also was wondering, Dr. Olson, if you can speak to any ways that members of the community could be involved, whether you take any volunteers to help with clearing grounds on the inside or outside of the fence, or ways that we can actually help, because we do, I understand that there's a lot of...
Can we actually address that after everyone has shared whether or not they support or not? So
I do support an opening for pedestrians, not cars, and I'm wondering if the entrance near Mount Olivet Road is an option, the one right by Eddie's, for a pedestrian entrance, as opposed to the one down M Street, only because I think it's already pretty well lit in that area. It's accessible by bus for people. It is an easy access point from the road, and I think it services more of the Ward 5 residents if you look at the map of how we kind of wrap around that space. So.
Thank you. We're going to go around the back and then come back up front. Ma'am, in the blue.
I'm Catherine Green, live on 8th Street Northeast, towards 21st.
Yes, ma'am.
I do support the opening of the pedestrian entrance, particularly because it is so close, and to get there we have to drive, and it would be nice to just be able to walk there and not have to get in the car.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
My name is Seth Morales. I live with Katie. I like the idea of opening either gate. I like that idea. It makes sense. I'm right. A lot more people. I'm not opposed to either of them. In support of both.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Melanie Holmes, I'm on Allen, and I support opening the gate. I trained for a half marathon last year using the Arboretum as my sole resource, and I had to run to get into the Arboretum, which is dangerous running along that stretch as well. So I would support pedestrian gate.
Thank you.
Mark Holmes. Love the Arboretum and fully in support in the opening of pedestrian gate.
Director Summit Street, fully in support of it. I'm a 4-minute walk from what would be a M Street entrance and a 25-minute walk from the R Street. So thumbs up, and also member. So encourage you to come along.
I'm Phyllis Harris, I'm at 21st Street, and have been a lifelong member of the city. And
Ms. Harris, we can't see you.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
thank you. Lifelong member of the city. I've seen the area transform completely, and I'm happy to see all of the growth in the area. I was around when all the heavy things happened and closed the entrances in Maryland Avenue. And yes, it was important to make the city safe. It in turn made a lot of the good residents in the city be prisoners, because it closed off the beautiful access to the city. So that Maryland Avenue entrance, I wish was still open. I don't want to have to take up the parking for the residents. I would like some better parking, like a parking pad sort, so we can go in and be able to enjoy things with my children. This is my daughter, who is now a resident really close to the same area.
I got her.
Her too, because she's raising my grandchildren in that area, and I said, well, you know, the park is there, and you can go to Arboretum. She's like, Mom,
Ms. Harris, can you tell us where you live, what street you live on?
I'm at 21st and Gales.
And I'm the 21st and I.
So,
21st
right
and
in
Gales.
neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would like to give, my daughter is 16, and she's riding her bike, and I said, well, where are you gonna go? I'm going down to that path. She connects, like you said, she connects in the footpath and then in where the RFK Stadium And she said, well, the trail cuts off, so I gotta get off my bike and go over here near, Langston, but there used to be a way you could go up through Langston, and I know the park is back there, but isn't that closed? I said, yes, it is. So, it's a lot of things that the community could do if those two entrances are open.
And I'm gonna let you take advantage of the mother-daughter privilege and, allow the daughter, Ms. Harris, to go next. What's your last name?
Good, I'm Ashley Harris.
Hi, Ms. Harris.
Yeah, I just wanna reiterate what she was saying. I do love the area. I've been in this area for 17 years now. This is gonna be our 18th year in November. I really love it. Everything's really accessible. I do a ton of walking. So to be able to utilize that with my infant, I have a 3-year-old, a 10-year-old, to have them be able to enjoy nature and have it be clean without having to worry about all the dust, debris, anything else that can happen. And it's just like a lot of odd people that are in the area. So to have like a quick sanctuary that you can get to and really enjoy the evening, as other people were saying, like after school, you don't have to travel a ton of time to get anywhere. You can save a couple of dollars, grab a snack, go down there and just really enjoy it. So
Thank
I'm
you.
definitely supporting it.
Thank you. We're gonna jump back up here. Commissioner Tag, you're it.
Oh, okay. I'm James Miller, I'm the commissioner for 5D03. Glad to hear all the enthusiastic support of opening the Arboretum. I too share with you in that. I am enthusiastic about the potential opening of the Arboretum. I want to set the record straight on a couple matters I know on social media and statements that I made in a public forum with regards to opening the Arboretum. I indicated that I had no prior information. For the record, let me be very specific. The prior information I was referring to with regards to the opening of the Arboretum was we weren't given prior information that a meeting would be consummated with Dr. Olson and Commander Fitzgerald. So let me be abundantly clear. We all knew that there was chatter and talk with regards to the Arboretum opening. I was never in opposition to it. What I was in opposition to is not being included in the meeting with Dr. Olson and Commander Fitzgerald. But I enthusiastically support the opening of the Arboretum.
Thank you, Commissioner Butler. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Wink. I'm on and live on the 1700 block of land. I came here this evening to get information, and at this point, I'm still undecided, but I do want to hear what is to be said.
Yes, sir, and thank you for coming. I think that's pragmatic to be able to come and get information. The good doctor?
Yes, I'm Rodney Marcella, and I should disclose I'm a volunteer at the Arboretum, and I have been for the past 5 years. And I encourage you guys to think of volunteering, if not for, say, once or twice a week or at the youth garden. Maybe you come and volunteer for a special project that the director may have in mind, I don't know, or the gardeners. And I like your idea about Mount Olive, opening the entrance at Mount Olive, simply because I live at 19th and Maryland, and I walk on Tuesdays. Today was my day, but it rained, so we don't work. And I always walk by there and I said, gee, it would be so nice if I could just enter there and take that boxwood trail all the way down, you know? So I think the M Street gate should be open to pedestrians, a walkway and a bike trail. I think initially, until I guess we get become more sure-footed about how things are gonna work, you know, and to sort of add whatever else we want to be a part of that area, because I think it could be really some possible community activities. I remember talking to the lady who was, I think, an acting director before you.
Dr. Heffernan.
Yeah, she was interested in doing some things with the community. I don't know whether anything got started or not, but I think it would brighten that area up, and you know, in terms of the flora and probably fauna too, but so I support it, and if you could open both entrances at Mount Olive, that'd be great too. That'd be a way to enter.
Baby steps, baby
Yes,
steps.
baby steps, yeah.
Okay, Alyssa Sams actually emailed with you back over the winter, I think. I am obviously in support of it at some selfishly,
Where do you live, Alyssa?
1600 block of Ellis Street. Selfishly, all I need
Yes.
is a bike or walking trail, but I definitely see I see benefit also in having road access there, just for drawing people from outside of our immediate neighborhood into our neighborhood. Like the pedestrian bike trail helps us who already live there, but it can also be good to start exposing other people to. I think sometimes we get kind of a bad rap, and maybe more people coming in and seeing what a great neighborhood we're in could actually be good for all of us too. Although I definitely see the concern with the traffic, and a bike and pedestrian trail would be a great place to start.
Thank you. Mr. Milton?
I'm in support of a pedestrian bike trail. I've been in the community for 5 years, so it would be exciting for me not to put my bike in my car and bike to the appropriate side of the Arboretum. And soon I hope to have not an imaginary dog, but a real dog that I can walk in the Arboretum, so I'm in support of it.
And Mr. Blacknell?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Commissioner Blacknell. First of all, I would like to know how many people here that have kids that go to Two Rivers?
To where?
Two Rivers. Two Rivers.
Is that at the
Charles
precinct?
Young, Two Rivers, yes.
I have plenty of neighbors in my building, yeah, they go.
Okay,
I mean, I grew up around all this area,
Okay.
so.
excuse me,
yeah.
this is how this came about. Yes, it was an ANC commissioner and 7D. He came to the ANC meeting, but he came to be represented as a parent of a child that goes to Two Rivers, okay? This past spring, a group of Two Rivers Elementary first grade kids visit the Arboretum to study spiders. While they were there, they were playing in a grassy area near some of the picnic tables, when a security guard yelled at the kids through her car, okay? Then she called an armed guard. The kids were undergoing confusion and with difficulty processing to the access to the Arboretum. Okay, even though the Arboretum was just yards from Two Rivers School, there were several other schools located in the area, okay? This particular school, Two Rivers, had a charter bus that traveled 2+ miles to reach the Arboretum. The only gate that was open, okay? So that's why this came about. Yes, the man is an ANC commissioner and 7D, but he came to the ANC meeting to represent as a parent of a child that goes to Two Rivers. I am the ANC commissioner for Two Rivers. I am the ANC commissioner for that back part of the Arboretum. Yes, him and I did sit up a meeting with Commander Fitzgerald, and he agreed. Yes, we did sit up a meeting with the director to try to make some arrangements to get that back gate open. So that's what happened. I don't know what stories y'all were told, but as an ANC commissioner of 5D04, that's what happened.
And Mr. Blacknell, did you have a meeting with your constituents?
Excuse me, I have several activities that's going on in my S&D. One was going on yesterday. I
It's a
have
yes or
30,
no question.
I have 30
It's a yes or
signatures,
no
so
question.
it doesn't matter whether I have an S&D meeting or
So
not.
the answer
I
is
got
no.
6.
Thank you. Ms. Moore?
So I think this really kind of strikes at the heart of my concern. This process of opening a new gate wherever it is will take some time. And my concern is that there's been a tendency to, for good or for better or worse, in my opinion, not so great, to interact with the ANC solely in dealing with a lot of the community issues. But we've had issues with our ANC commissioners not getting along with each other. And so what I would ask you guys is that as you're working through the process of trying to figure out what the community wants, what the community is interested in, as something that's really close to us, it's near our homes. You know, a home is a major, major investment for us, not just in terms of money, but in terms of our emotions. We really identify with our community that there be more of an effort to get information directly to the residents, because so much misinformation has been going around, so much poor dissemination of information. And so that would really be my one recommendation, because I think most of us are on the same page that yes, we do support it, but we have some very basic concerns You know, we wanna see some good lighting in that area. You know, there's not that much now. It would be great in terms of having access to a beautiful, beautiful resource for us, for the kids, for the dogs, whoever. But we just wanna make sure that we're receiving correct information, that there's, because it's not political for us. We live there, and so we just wanna know exactly what the proposal is, you know, what are the specific details, and to just have direct input. And that would be my comment in addition to what you've already heard.
Thank you.
From so many people.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. In the black sweater. Can you just tell us your name and where you live?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Meredith Holmgren. First, want to thank Dr. Olson for coming out and also for the commissioners of ANC 5D for arranging today's meeting. I'm here representing Friends of Kingman Park Civic Association. Our boundaries include Bladensburg down to M Street, all the way down to the Anacostia, the East Capitol Bridge, Independence Ave, up to 15th Street, so actually quite a large area in our community. And I just want to say that on June 15th, at our regularly scheduled and notified meeting, members of Friends of Kingman Park voted in favor of opening the Arboretum gates. And the overwhelming response, there were 22 members who voted, and of those 20 voted in favor. There was one abstention and one person opposed to it, and the reasons were mostly just to have more access to the Arboretum for the community. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes.
Hi, my name is Cordia Young. I'm on 18th Street Northeast. I fully support opening the gate. I'm not really a Arboretum type person, but in the community, I'm with it.
Thank you. Short and sweet. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Margaret. I live at 17th and L Street Northeast. I can only echo the support that I've heard today. It's great to hear support from both residents that are newer to the community and residents that have lived here for a long time. I think it's a really awesome resource that we have, and like so many people have said, it's a shame that we can't take more advantage of it on a day-to-day basis. So I'd love to volunteer and help out and do whatever I can to get involved and help the community.
Thank you.
Dylan Sweeney, Margaret's husband.